Okay, welcome to the student assignment. Just an intro. You can obviously see I grayed out the due date, and that's because some schools do it different. That's up to them. I'm not doing it in. They obviously hand in when they're required. Some teachers want to have it done in 2 months. Some schools say, "Oh, we've such projects due this date. We're not going to have all the projects due." Or subject projects due on the same week, whatever, up to them. Right, now, instructions to candidates. Right, we have to select one assignment. So, if you pick a higher level project, and then you go and do the exam in ordinary level, you're graded at ordinary level. Or vice versa. If you do your coursework in ordinary level and then do your exam at higher level, your grade is in ordinary level. The marks you receive is in ordinary level, and you don't get any additional marks for doing a higher level project, an ordinary level exam. Now you're going to have to submit a bound A3 portfolio. So your coursework contains 2 things: a bound A3 folder, right, that's in one part, and then second part will be a USB key that's stuck on the inside of the project in an envelope and protective sleeve, and is sent with your project. And this USB, and it's changed from previous projects. It used to be a USB and CD, now it's just a USB. Should have all your SolidWorks files and an electronic copy of the completed portfolio. So it's got to have your portfolio in electronic format. It's got your SolidWorks files, part A on your files, part B on your files. Back to just the bound part here. So a maximum of 8 pages at ordinary level. You go over, lose marks. And 10 pages at higher level. You go over, you lose marks. Note, okay, the cover page and the reference page do not count as pages unless you start dotting them with images from that. They might consider you trying to convey information. Okay. Must be clearly identified with your exam number. Issued to school in early 2023. You make sure they're free from viruses so you can open them. If there's a virus on them, they won't open it. People will be annoyed. Sadly, you won't get these back. So if you need it for an art portfolio, okay, so I'll print 2. Now, for output 2 and output 6, you must submit your original freehand sketch. So, for example here, this portfolio was a copy of the one done in 2017. Now, it'll be called output 3 in this because that's what it was back then. But the students submitted the original freehand drawing of that, the very sheet they sketched on. They didn't have a scanned image like in other outputs. Like that was a scanned image, even though yes, this is a printed copy. That was not the original image put in, it was scanned in. It's fine for other outputs, but for output 2 and output 6, it'll be called output 8 here, you must hand in the original freehand sketches. Okay, when you're doing your research, okay, acknowledge your research and keep a record of it. So look, copied from the internet and presented as your own work will not receive any marks. So for example, if I said these were my own images that I took down in the gym, and I clearly didn't, okay, as their PNG files, you're going to lose marks. You want to have your references there. Alright, coursework must be displayed in an attractive manner, so free from dirt. Exam number should be clearly written on the completed assignment, so that's obviously a copy there, so that student would write in their exam number and indicate what version of SolidWorks you're using. Right, that's important. Indicate what version of SolidWorks you're using. Now, further instructions. So a USB must contain one main folder. That's what it should be there. It's got to have, the main folder must have two subfolders. So one of these will contain all the pages of the completed assignment in PDF format, and the other subfolder must contain two subfolders. So one of these subfolders contains all the SolidWorks from part A, and the second one SolidWorks from part B. So what do I mean by that? That's how it goes there. Keep it simple. So we don't, and once we do that, we don't have any other files. So we don't have a PowerPoint in it, a Word document, a Google Slides document. It's PDF here, and SolidWorks in our SolidWorks files, part A and part B. So adhere to the letter of the law. So no other files. SolidWorks format. So Revit doesn't count. No. Blender, no. Fusion 360, no. It's got to be SolidWorks. And look, version has to be on the front cover of the portfolio. Right? It's your responsibility to make sure that they're all working. Alright, so check, do they work? They work. Put it in a protective sleeve, your USB, when you're handing it up. Bound on the inside of the back cover here. The inside here towards the bound edge, not out to the right hand side. Now, a backup copy needs to be in the school, so you need two USBs. One for SEC, one for school. The coursework you do must be your own work and completed in school under your teacher. Now, if you need to you can practice things at home. You can practice your SolidWorks and take a video of how you'll make something and bring it into school and watch the video how you made it and redo it in school. But anything you submit must be done in school. Don't remove your coursework from school, as it could be rendered invalid and no marks will be awarded. So it's your responsibility to comply. Alright, that's a little brief intro. Next, I'm going to go through, the next video I'll go through ordinary level assignment.